Red Dead Redemption 2 may not be regarded by many fans as a horror game, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have some horror elements hidden inside. Welcome to Game Rant, and today we'll be going over the creepiest encounters found in Red Dead 2.
So, you found me.
Starting out pretty tame, after completing the main story and heading out to New Austin, players will be horrified to find the body of an old woman with the head of a donkey who's been tied to the mill. A reference to the popular glitch from the first Red Dead Redemption game, where the engine would spawn a similar weird hybrid creature that players could ride. To spot the Vampire of St. Denis, players will need to do a bit of homework. First, they need to find and inspect 5 mysterious writings scattered around the city, before returning to the back alley of a cathedral at exactly midnight to stumble upon a vampire drinking the blood of its victim. Red Dead Redemption 2 offers not one, but 2 different instances of extraterrestrial sightings. The first occurs inside of a shack at 2 a.m., where the cabin will be shrouded in a green light as a UFO appears directly above you. And another such instance can be experienced in Mount Shan, around the same time, although this one is seen far off in the distance. Brandywine Drop features a very dangerous patch of forest that the Murfree gang likes to patrol, but the scariest thing in the woods is actually the voice of a ghost that appears beside the player as they stroll through the area alone. On the cliff of Mount Hagen, the player will encounter a mine shaft which leads to a narrow cave. Inside, the words "A Fool on Command" can be found written in red lettering, which is actually a cheat code that can be entered into the game, making the player instantly drunk. While exploring the Wild West, the player can stumble upon multiple dead bodies around the world, each with their own clue to the whereabouts of a deranged serial killer that the player can track down and confront in his terrifying cabin in the woods. Hangings are not uncommon in a game taking place in the Old West. However, there's a particular hanging that gives fans the creeps. If the player passes through the woods in Roanoke Ridge, the Murfree gang is usually loitering around, ready to cause some trouble. The ghost of Agnes Dow resides in Blue Water Marsh, only appearing late at night between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. When the player hears or later sees her during one of 16 unique encounters, she recounts the story of her life and of her death. During a visit to St. Denis, the player can discover a small cabin where a man sitting on the porch tells them of his loneliness, and then proceeds to invite the player inside their home. If curiosity gets the better of you and you end up taking the strange man up on this offer, you'll promptly be knocked out and wake up on the edge of death in a swamp some hours later. In Red Dead Redemption 2, players can visit the cabin of the Strange Man, an iconic feature of the franchise since the original Red Dead Redemption. Inside the cabin, you'll find several strange and unexplained things, including paintings that change depending on the player's honor. And that's it for our list. Thank you so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.